Welcome to a long overdue Blackiston Racing update. My name's Andrew, and Nigel, thanks for joining me. It's a good time, the season's well underway. It's a good time to chat with you and talk about all things Blackiston Racing.
It is, Andrew, and especially coming into spring. It's an exciting time for all racing enthusiasts. There's a lot happening, and it's a great time of the year.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about a couple of winners first of all in the last couple of weeks. Sorenata, firstly, she's a nice master craftsman there that's been developing nicely.
She is, Andrew. She's come back in great order and possibly a little bit stiff not to run pretty much all the starts as preparation, but she's racing really well. It's getting a slight let up at the moment, and we head to Geelong on about the 4th of October for our next start. So the plan is to try and get to those nice little races over the Spring Carnival.
And another mare in a similar mould is Grooven, performing very well over the 1300 and probably up to about 1800.
She's gone super, Andrew. I mean, again, she's another mare that we've given time to grow and develop. She's come back in 3 starts, 2 wins and a placing, and unlucky not to have won the previous start as well. So happy the way they're progressing. Just love the way they've developed and grown and strengthened by giving them that extra time.
And Fastbrook earlier this week, that was a great return to the racing, a winning first up.
It was a good return, very exciting. She was showing nice promise as a 3-year-old. I mean, she broke a maiden, the benchmark 64. Ran some nice races in the States Cup in Adelaide, but to come back and win the way she did, and she was held up for quite a way in the straight, but just love the way that Bo Mertens changed direction quickly, and she really picked up and hit the line strong. So exciting times for her. Most important thing is to keep building the ratings, and then we can plan for some nice races, whether it's towards the end of the spring, but definitely in the autumn.
Yeah, now every Friday morning you've been busy, you and the team, plenty of jump outs, which means plenty of other horses hitting the track. We won't go through them all, but it is good to get the numbers up and a lot of racing happening in the next couple of weeks.
It is, and another mare yesterday, Sneaker, was very unlucky not to win first up as well. So that there's some nice horses there that show nice promises as younger horses, but just give them being patient and give them that time to develop. I think we're going to hopefully seek the rewards, and as you say, we're a very young stable again. Some of those nice older horses kept the stable name out there for many years, have retired and gone to stud. So now we're rebuilding, and very fortunate that we brought some very nice yearlings. Paid a little bit more money than we have in the past for some better pedigrees, and hopefully they will show us that by doing this and doing our homework as we have in the past, that we will get some nice results later on.
Yeah, we're seeing some of them in this video footage here. We've got 11 yearlings, or now 2-year-olds as they are. They're all making their way through their orientation preparations at the stable.
They are. They've also had one preparation so far. They've all been broken in various places. A few were left in New Zealand have come across. A couple went down to Pakenham and broken in there. And all very pleasing, and just take them through that nice early stages of quiet education, give them good experiences, let them help grow, develop without too much pressure. And look, if they can cope, we upgrade the workload and see if they can stand up to be possibly a precocious 2-year-old. But at the moment, most of them just need that early stage of just quiet education through the barriers, down the swimming pool, and just going around the track in a nice orderly manner and steerable manner, which is so important when we start increasing the workload, that they handle it and enjoy it.
Prize money increases this season have kicked in Victoria, and we're racing for good prize money this state now.
We are. I mean, money's gone up over the last couple of years in small increments, but this year it's gone up even bigger. And that's the exciting thing about having a horse racing in Victoria, is that our prize money is so good, even all the way through to the provincial and the country races. And if you're lucky enough to have a Vobis horse, it can even be a bigger incentive and bonus for the owners.
Trainers and owners do lose a fraction though, with a horse welfare fund and a jockey welfare fund, but obviously that horse welfare is important for the industry. You and your staff and your connections look after your horses when they retire regardless, but it is a good step in the right direction.
Definitely, it's something that obviously all parties have been working on. You and I know that we've always found our own horses that have retired good homes, and I think it's paramount, and it's a lovely thing. I mean, they've been great to us while they've been in the stables, and I think it's only our way of appreciation to the horse itself that we do find homes for them, and they're well looked after. They're beautiful creatures, we love them, and it's important that they're looked after when they leave the stables.
Right, well, let's not leave it too long before our next chat, so talk to you again in a few weeks' time.
Look forward to it, Andrew.